Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. And today the Houston Rockets have released two players as NBA roster cuts begin. The Rockets have released Thon Maker and Marquis Nowell. Two guys who were signed about a week ago are now being cut. Thon Maker, who unfortunately did not get to play a game for the Rockets, two preseason games so far for the Rockets. He did not play in either one of them. The former 10th overall pick for the Milwaukee Bucks, not playing with the Rockets. He hasn't played an NBA game since the 2020-21 season. I mean, he played 8 games with the Cavaliers in 2021, 9 minutes per game, 4 points per game. Some of his best basketball was in Milwaukee, but he wasn't even that good. He averaged 5.5 points per game and 4 rebounds per game. The 2018-19 season with the with the Pistons and the Bucks. If he was someone who was like I would say, second round pick, I think he'd be considered as a decent player, not a bust. But speaking of the fact that he was the 10th overall pick and was this bad, he's terrible. He's considered a bust for that reason. Like, he actually wasn't that bad of a player. Didn't really bring much of 3-point shooting, but his field goal percentage was always good. He's shot 43.5% in his career. He's had seasons where he shot 48% or 55% with the Cavaliers. Every one of his seasons has been over 40%. He's been solid rebounding and solid scoring the basketball for a backup center or a third string center. So he hasn't been terrible. But for being the 10th overall pick and him playing like that is the big reason why he's been so terrible. And also the fact that he only played a total of 5 NBA seasons. So tough go for Thon Maker in the NBA. It's been a while since he's played. Marquis Nowell on the other end still has some time. I mean, I believe he was a second round pick, or maybe he was a undrafted free. I think he might have been an undrafted. I think he was an undrafted free agent with the Raptors. But this is a guy in Marquis Nowell who's only played one NBA game. He was a rookie last year. Had an unbelievable college career at Kansas State. Played a lot of basketball in the G League last year. Looked absolutely outstanding in the G League. And he only played one game last season, only one game with the Raptors. And in that one game, he played 4 minutes. He took one field goal, which he missed, which was a 2. He took 2 free throw attempts, made both of them. He had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 points, obviously. And that was in 4 minutes of play. So that is what he's showed in 4 minutes of NBA basketball play. This is just a guy who needs to get some minutes. And that happened with the Rockets. He played about the same amount of time. Played 4 minutes with the Rockets. It was like 4 or 5 minutes with the Rockets in the preseason game against the Utah Jazz. He did not play against the Thunder, though. And what did he do? Went out there and got 2 assists in the 4 minutes. It's a guy who gets a lot of assists, scores the basketball easy, and especially for someone at his height, 5'8". He's very good with steals. I mean, this kid is unbelievable at getting steals. He's I've seen so many games from him at Kansas State where he's at like 20 points, and there are 10 to 15 assists, and he's got like 4 or 5 steals. I mean, I think I saw one game, looking up, and studying him when the Rockets signed him. He had like 19 points and 13 assists and 5 steals in one of their tournament games. He was a big part of one of their tournament runs, a year ago. So, not this previous March Madness, the year before that, 2023 March Madness. But so I think he has potential. I mean, his size, I think, is a big reason why he hasn't gotten a huge chance in the NBA right now, him being 5'8". But he's showed it in the G League in limited NBA time in 4 minutes with the Raptors, and 4 minutes with the Rockets in the preseason. He's been really good. He's been really good in the G League. He's been really good in college. If this kid gets a chance, Marquis Nowell, he might impress for some people. I mean, he's a great basketball player for someone who's 5'8". So, I think if any team goes and looks at what he has done in the G League, at college, limited preseason time with both the Raptors last year and the Rockets this year, 4 minutes with the Raptors in the regular season last year. I think if any NBA team looked at what he's done, going from college, G League, preseason with the Rockets and Raptors at his size, I don't know why you wouldn't give this guy a 2-way contract, and try to invest in his future. So, it's unfortunate the Rockets didn't do that, but at the same time, the Rockets already have a lot of guys that they're committed to and want to keep as their 2-way contract guys, and they're actually playing really well as well in the preseason. Like Jermaine Samuel's killing it in the preseason so far. Jack McVay's having a really, good preseason and good training camp. Like a team gives out three two-way contracts, and I think the Rockets probably have, outside of Thon Maker and Nowell, probably have 4 or 5 guys who are competing already for a 2-way contract. So let me know your thoughts on the Rockets releasing Thon Maker and Marquis Nowell in the comment section, and peace out. Go Rockets.